In a packed-out crowd at the SCG in 1969, a crowd of nearly 59,000 fans saw what would become the 11th and final premiership win for Balmain. In an 11-2 boil-over full of scandals and controversy, it remains as one of the most lowest-scoring and debated grand finals in rugby league history. Balmain made only 2 more grand finals in 1988 and 1989, which both ended in heartbreak for the Tigers, before becoming the West Tigers, who got their premiership success in 2005. The 1969 Grand Final pitted the 2 best teams of the season against each other. The Rabbitohs, who were the minor premiers after getting 18 wins from 22 regular season matches, for a whopping plus 267 points differential. Souths were averaging around 30 points per game that season, while Balmain were only 2 competition points behind them in second with a 17-5 record. Going into the final, the Souths have already beaten Balmain and were one of the favourites with a star-studded lineup led by a pack of featuring 4 future Hall of Famers in Captain John Sattler, Ron Coote, Bob McCarthy and John O'Neill. On paper, it was widely viewed as a mismatch. Not only were they going up against a clear superior team on paper, the Tigers did not have the services of their best young forward, future immortal Arthur Beetson, who had been suspended for 2 matches for punching someone in the semi-final. His absence pushed Balmain away from open footy entirely. Now you know what happened before the game, let's talk about the game and the scandals involved. The Tigers devised a strategy of disrupting South Sydney and bringing them back to Balmain's level by slowing down the balls and featuring injuries to stop play. With no interchange rules in 1969, stoppages were only the way to recover. These are some of the main reasons why Balmain went on to win, but there's a lot more. South Sydney were limited to just 1 try across the entire match, despite their attacking dominance all season. But from respected rugby league author Ian Heads in his book The Great Grand Final Heist, we found out the details on how there was massive amounts wagered on the outcome of the match, which raised questions about links to shady figures involved in the underworld betting scene at the time. Balmain were heavy outsiders, making those betting patterns even more suspicious. At the time, there were corrupt officials, organised crime figures, and a controversial referee, which was mostly how Balmain's title became to be. Referee Keith Page allowed repeated injury stoppages and slow play the balls with little intervention, a decision that has been debated ever since. Souths had won the 2 previous premierships and would win the next 2. But yeah, that's all for me. Hopefully I got everything down. If I made any mistakes, leave in the comments. I'd love to improve, make these videos better. This was one that was heavily suggested, even by Winston Neville as well on the podcast. So I did hope you enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sub on the road to 1K.